Time for the KBOI Medical Moment, brought to you by Regence Blue Shield of Idaho, featuring Dr. Kenny Bramwell, the Executive Medical Director for Regence. Good morning, Dr. Bramwell.
Morning, Nate.
All right, here we have a time change that we've been dealing with this week, and after a long, rough week of school, a lot of us like sleeping in on the weekends or work. This may not be such a good idea.
Right. As appealing as the thought of spending a little extra quality time with our pillows on Saturday or Sunday mornings might be, it's not always as therapeutic as we would think. In fact, there are real downside risks from burning the candle at both ends all week and then trying to make up for it by sleeping in on the weekend.
Now, that's exactly what I did because I was working an 80-hour week last week. How do I get my batteries recharged?
Well, the researchers who looked into this specifically found that when we get too little sleep during the week, no more than, say, 5 hours a night, and then we sleep in on the weekend, we tend to put on added weight. And we also tend to reduce or have a reduced ability to process sugar, which can lead to other metabolic disorders. So the best advice I can give you is take care of yourself by giving a normal or consistent amount of sleep 7 days a week.
All right, we're here with Dr. Kenny Bramwell. It's time for our KBOI Medical Moment, and I'm getting ready to enjoy some corned beef and cabbage, and some other good salty St. Patty's Day food. And there's no denying that times nothing sounds better than a nice handful of salty chips or pretzels. Might be okay on occasion. What do we need to do to be on guard so we don't overdo it?
Yeah, as tempting as corned beef and cabbage or salty fries or popcorn all sound, it would serve us all well to periodically pause and think about just how much salt we're consuming. There's a lot of it in many of the packaged and the canned foods that we all eat, and recipes for just about everything we prepare at home seem to call for a teaspoon or two of salt. So when you add it all up, we're guilty of overdoing it with our sodium intake.
So about how much sodium do we take in, and how does that compare with how much we should take in?
On average, most Americans consume about 3,400 milligrams of sodium a day. The national academies, along with the American Heart Association, recommend an upper limit of 2,300 milligrams a day. And they also suggest that many people should consider an even lower limit of about 1,500 milligrams per day. Most of us would probably benefit by learning to appreciate the natural flavors of fruits and vegetables and whole grains, and maybe trying to find no salt or low sodium seasonings we like that can take the place of so much table salt.
Dr. Kenny Bramwell, this is the KBOI Medical Moment, brought to you by Regence Blue Shield. Dr. Bramwell, appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Nate. Have a good day.